So we're writing a three-tier system. We've got our client, which runs on the browser, and that's written in JavaScript. And we've got our application server. So this is our Express server that's written also in JavaScript, but runs on Node.js. And our database is just a file that's written to the file system. And all these are running on the same machine, but we're showing these lines because they could be running on different machines. There's no reason why they need to be co-located. So let's take a look how we debug these, because the JavaScript on the browser needs to be debugged by a different tool to the JavaScript on the application server. At least it's easier to do it with two different tools. So for the Node.js, we can debug it in our Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this is, let me just show you what we're debugging. So this is our Express code, and we have, remember, these roots, and the one that we're going to hit is this /data root. So we can put a breakpoint here. Let me just, I'm going to get rid of that. Let's run it. So here we're running it in Node, and we're going to put a breakpoint. Let's put a breakpoint where we're going to hit /data here. Okay, so it's up and running, and we haven't hit that part of our code yet, so it hasn't stopped. Now let's take a look at the browser part. So the browser part here, we hit localhost 3000. Okay, so let me hit that, localhost 3000. Now we can debug this by going into our tools, developer tools. Okay, so this is our browser code. Go to our source here, and we'll see the button. When we click the button, we're going to click, and it'll launch data. And data is our main function down here. And for example, we can stop where we get to the super agent. Okay, so now let's go back here. And when we click this, it's going to hit the super agent. So there we are. It's broken there, and we can look at the data here, for example, the status, document. We want to continue. So let's hit F5 here and function F5, and that'll continue here. And now it should break here. Yes, we're broken here, and we can look at the request and the response. Well, we haven't used the response yet. We're going to use it here. If you like, on different machines, imagine that code could be on different machines, the browser on one machine and this on another, and it's easier to use different tools. Okay, this is mainly because the Visual Studio, to launch it to debug the browser side, means that it has to plug into the browser, so we have to do quite a lot of setup. It's just easier to use the native browser environment, the developer environment, as we saw here, to interact on the browser side. Okay,